Hey guys! So in today's video I'm going to be talking about my experience at BeautyCon and how much fun that was to be with Alyssa that whole day, and I'm also going to be doing a teeny tiny itty bitty haul about the things that I bought there because I didn't buy many, but I just still wanted to share the things that I got. So to start in the beginning, we got there at 8 o'clock. Now it didn't open until 10, but Alyssa and I wanted to be pretty close to the front of the line, so we got there really early. We ended up being able to get in there around 9:40. Things still weren't officially all set up when we got in there. Things didn't really start to pick up until about 11 o'clock. So in the meantime, we were just walking around, getting a feel for the place, and the overall setup of it was it was big, but it wasn't like huge, you know what I mean? There was just a lot of little shops where they sold makeup, they did makeovers on people, they sold clothes, they sold jewelry, and all sorts of fun things like that. So as the day progressed, we went around and we went and we bought some things, and we saw a lot of people as well. I ended up meeting all together throughout the whole day Mr. Kate, Hey Claire, Candy Johnson, Cute Polish, Shen XO, and then Jake and Louie from Rixton. They were such nice people. It was really great to meet all those people. So as Alyssa and I went around, we got hungry naturally, and so we went and they had like a little food stand thing where they sold like peanut butter jelly sandwiches and grilled cheeses and hot dogs and things like that. It didn't really appeal to me at first, mainly because the smell of the hot dogs just made me just like so. I was like, oh, well, I read that they had food trucks because when I went to go on the frequently asked questions thing, it was like, oh, do you guys have food? And I was like, yes, we do have food. There'll be food trucks outside and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, okay, so let's go check out the food trucks. Okay, this is what happens. When we walked up to the information booth, and I was like, hey, do you know where the food trucks are? And so the lady, she looked at me and she's like, well, I don't know about that, but there aren't any food trucks on this floor. Now, think about this for like 5 seconds. We're on the second floor of like a building. I literally didn't want to be like a bitch. I was just like, oh, okay, thanks, and like just walked away. Just walked away. But after that, then we just got some peanut butter jelly sandwiches and went on our merry way. And then we decided to wait in line for Hey Claire, Candy, Bunny, and this one other person I can't remember. We waited in that line for an hour and a half, and we're like a good distance away. We're probably like a good 20-25 people away from like getting to be next, and the people cut it off. They were like, no, they're supposed to be going, and I was just like, that just wasted an hour and a half of my life. But Candy was going over to another thing, so that's how I met her, was because she was going over general admission, and then so we just got up and left and went over there. And then there was these girls who were behind us in the second line, the general admission line, and they waited 3 hours, and they were right at the cutoff. Like they were like the next people to go, and they were like, no, we're not gonna let you go. And I'm like, that fucking sucks. Oh my gosh, I would have been so mad if that was me. I would have like thrown a tantrum. So then once that was done, we were like pretty exhausted from the day because we were walking around or we were standing, so we just sat down for a few minutes, and then once it hit 5, we went to go wait for Rixton. There was literally no one there. They were sound checking, and so we just stood there and watched them sound check, and we actually waved at them and they moved back, and it was like as we waited, more people progressively got there. We waited like from 5 to about 6, I want to say 6:20, and then they finally let people go. Alyssa and I had a plan, and so she was gonna hold onto my bag while I like sprinted towards like the front of the stage so we can get as close as possible. We like ran so fast. At first I was like, Alyssa, fucking won. We sprinted, and then we got through. I had originally got through the barrier the first time, and I had to pull Alyssa through because there was like a girl who just refused to move. I was like, I'm not doing this with you. So I pulled it through. 2 girls fell. The barricade knocked over. It was so like I can't even believe that actually happened. Like, I was stalking for One Direction and I never knocked over a barrier. Like, that's saying something. So then we ended up getting 3rd row, but then the people in front of us decided to leave, so that way we got to 2nd row, which was really, really cool. They were so beautiful live. They sound perfect. See, the great thing I love is that they sound how they sound like on their tracks. That is my favorite thing, because that means that they're not totally edited. You know what I mean? They don't have like super like auto-tune or anything like that. They're totally just purely talented. Afterwards, we waited along like this barrier thing again. Jake and Louie started at one end. Danny just decided to leave. They were going this way towards us because here's a line. This is where they started and they were going down this way. And Charlie, he was like, I'm gonna be innovative and start down here and move this way. But he ended up just staying there because I don't know. I think there was a lot of people that just kept going down that way, so we kept trying to meet everybody, and it was like, babe, you gotta move this way. So we only got to meet Jake and Louie, but they were really, really nice. So once that happened, then we had to go home. We waited a little bit for our parents, and then we were just on our merry way, and it was really, really just a fun time. I definitely recommend going. It's just a really cool time, and the products that you get are discounted. So that's what I'm gonna get into now. So when you enter, I had VIP. So when you enter, you get a little bag and it looks like this. Just like that. And I got this party girl thing from the BH Cosmetics stand. So inside, I went 2 crown brushes and I ended up getting 2 brushes for $17 when probably one brush from like any other brand would cost $17. So I got a fluffy blending brush. I don't know, can you see that? Let's do this. Let's do the hand thing. So that's what it looks like. And then I also got a buffing foundation brush. The next thing that I got was from Mr. Kate's stand, and it is this shirt. It's a little crop top and it has little gold stuff on it. I think it's super cute, and it was discounted because when I got the receipt in my email, it was originally $39, so like 40 bucks. I got it for $9. That is fucking bargain hunting. And then the next thing that I got was from the Tarte stand. It was the first thing that I bought, and it is the Lip Surgeon Matte Lip Tint in Envy. Right, it's a beautiful mauve color. That is just gorgeous, isn't it? Like, I cannot wait to test this out. And the last thing that I ended up buying was a BH Cosmetics palette, and it's so new. I haven't even opened it yet. I'm gonna try to open this. Ah, yes. And so it's the BH Party Girl After Hours palette, and these are all the colors. But that was the little mini haul. That's all that I got. So that was my time at BeautyCon. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, bye-bye.